Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new career season here today on the channel. We're back on FIFA 20, the Realism mod, and voted by you guys, we're going to be starting Season 3, continuing on from the 2 seasons with Manchester United, where I won the Premier League twice and 2 European Cups. Voted by you guys, we're going to accept the Barcelona job. We're going to be doing Season 3 of this career series, starting afresh with Barcelona. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for all the fantastic support with the United series. I feel like I've pushed this team as far as I could, and I want a new challenge. Now, it was a really close tie between Borussia Dortmund and Barcelona, but I just want to thank everyone for the thousands and hundreds of votes on this previous series. So, to get this series off and running, I'd really appreciate it if you leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments players you would like me to sign for Season 3. The main objective of this series is to bring Barcelona back and save them and bring them UEFA Champions League glory. So we're going to be able to see how they performed last season. So they actually won La Liga by 6 points, followed by Real Madrid and Atletico. So we are the current La Liga champions going into this particular season. They didn't lose a single game last year. They went unbeatable. Real Madrid did lose 2. But that's what we're sort of looking like in the table, of course. They won the Supercopa de España. They got knocked out of the Copa del Rey, which is interesting. Obviously, myself with United won the Champions League last year. They got knocked out of the round of 16, unfortunately, pretty early on. And I really can't wait to see what this Barcelona team has to offer and how well they've built it. So, Ousmane Dembele scored 35 La Liga goals, followed by Suarez with 33, Messi with 20, and 60 goals between them. I don't know if I'm going to come anywhere close with that record, because I'm going to be on ultimate difficulty, but let's have a little bit of a sneak peek at what this Barcelona squad is now, and what the AI have built. So 3 seasons in the future, the default formation is still 4-3-3. They've brought in De Bruyne, they've brought in Verratti, Koulibaly, Laporte, Simeone and Firpo has gone up in stats along with Fati. Arthur's still there, but I'll look to move him on realistically. But already looking at this squad, there's a lot of squad depth in the centre-back department, midfield. I'm really quite happy with. I would probably only need to restructure the striker department because Messi and, of course, Suarez, even though they're in the first team, they are aging. Suarez is 33 along with Messi, and they are tremendously going down in stats. So we probably need a right back, maybe 1 or 2 strikers, and maybe a central midfielder. But here are the stats. Messi is still 93 rated. To Stegen, 92 rated here. They've signed KDB, Kevin De Bruyne. Griezmann still at the club. De Jong's 89 rated. They've brought in Koulibaly from Napoli and Laporte. What a centre-back pairing that is. We'll probably look to move on Arthur because he went to Juventus in real life. They've signed Verratti, which is really interesting. I like to see him sort of as the descendant of Xavi. Longley, Umtiti, Piqué, Busquets. Coutinho's come back. However, I would be interested in a big offer for him. Left back wise, Jordi. Oh, I'm not saying David Alaba anymore. I'm saying Jordi Alba, aren't I? So he's now come in, but Junior Firpo has massively gone up in stats at 84 rated. He's definitely going to play. Fati as well is 84 rated now after 3 full seasons. They've signed Marco here. I don't really know who that is. Roberto, Rafinha. Probably going to move on. So I want to have a first team and a second team. The main objective of this Season 3 is to win the Champions League. Look, if I can win the Liga, I'll be happy, but I really want to throw all my eggs into the Champions League basket. But seeing as it's only going to be probably a 3-horse race in the Liga, it's just consistency, isn't it, really? Now, funnily enough, in the United career, we did struggle against the lower to mid-table teams. Confidently against like the top 4, what you consider the top 6, when they sort of pushed and I hit them on the break, I performed a lot better. So for this series, we'll go with a 4-3-3, their default formation. We'll try play tiki-taka Barcelona football. However, I don't know if that's going to be easier to replicate because it's sort of like negative and passive, defensive and passive football doesn't really work on FIFA 20 on Ultimate difficulty. I believe you have to be aggressive, you have to be tenacious. So I would like to go with the 4-3-3 attack. I think this is the best formation that I can deploy, and with my players, De Bruyne charging forward. But I will go back for the 4-3-3 default for the first match of the season just to sort of test things out a bit, because you guys want me to role play a little bit. You want to try the realism, but look, you can do it on World Class, you can role-play tiki-taka football and be really passive on Legendary difficulty. But on this Realism mod on Ultimate, it's going to be a lot harder, and I can't not play my best formation and my sort of starting 11. We have to be aggressive, we have to be tenacious if we're going to try and win all the trophies as we can. So, we have 200 million in the bank, and I wanted to see how Tony Marshall went, because he actually joined Real Sociedad, of course, but he didn't score any goals for them, so he could be a potential target. Looking at transfer lists, we can always go back into my Champions League winning team and Premier League team. I'm going to keep an eye on transfer listed players, but looking if I could bring anyone over from Old Trafford that I could use. I probably could use Lucas Klosterman, 25 years of age, 85 overall. I wouldn't have the financial capacity to go after a Wan-Bissaka. He's probably going to cost upwards of 80 million, but if we could get the second choice right back there, who played on the left, who rotated quite well, I could definitely see him being my main right back. Paul Pogba as well. He's 28 years of age now. If we can pick him up for a decent deal, there's a lot of good midfielders at Old Trafford. Could we bring Pogba to Barcelona? Because I feel like looking at my squad, it's a really good midfield. However, it is a little bit lightweight. I think we need some more physically imposing players along with height and maybe a defensive midfielder with Busquets going down in stats. I'll add Neymar to the transfer list, but he's currently valued at 112 million. It's probably going to cost us maybe 150, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments, should I sign Neymar? But it's going to cost really too much. Now, looking at my team, we need a right back, potentially 2 strikers, and a central midfielder. So I'm currently negotiating here with Borussia Dortmund to get the services of Haaland. Now, as Dortmund finished second very closely in the vote, I thought, why not? Seeing I essentially don't have any strikers. Luis Suarez, although he scored a lot of goals last season, at 34 rating, he's just going down way too much, and I sort of would prefer to play Griezmann off the left-hand side. So we'll try and get that deal done. If we could bring in Haaland, the Dortmund player who's been there for, 2 seasons now. He needs a new challenge. He's probably been there for 3 in real life, so he's had a hell of development in Borussia. And bringing him down to Barcelona to be the new target man would be a good idea. I'm currently negotiating with Manchester United, and I'm sure Klosterman, obviously being under my previous managerial reign, if we can pick him up for a decent price, I'd be happy. We bought him for basically below 30 from what I can remember from Rasenball Leipzig, and he's had a decent development, but I don't know if that deal is going to be able to go through. We're going to negotiate for Paul Pogba as well. I don't know why his evaluation is so low. He's a Champions League winner. He's won 2 Premier Leagues, and obviously before my managerial reign bringing success for Old Trafford, he probably wanted to leave Manchester. So we'll put a £50 million in bid, we'll go 60 million pounds to start things off for Paul, and United go up and accept that straight away. As he can play a DM, that's what I really want here, to essentially replace Sergio Busquets in the future. So will Paul Pogba join Barcelona? I'm going to actually maybe go for Anthony Martial as well. I know, controversial, because we actually need a lower budget striker. Now, he's had a season at Real Sociedad. He's 25 years of age now, 86 rated. I never said Anthony Martial was a bad player. I just felt like he didn't fit into this United system. Now that I need basically 2 strikers, I need to rebuild Barcelona's front line. If we could get Anthony Martial for around about 50-60 million pounds from Real Sociedad, I think it's a little bit deceiving. Surely he would have had a really good sort of run down at Real Sociedad, but I don't know why. He'd be playing games. I don't know why it said 0-0-0. And we're basically poaching, you could say, more Real Sociedad talent like Griezmann. I kind of attribute that to similarly to Griezmann, of course. Having that season at Real Sociedad, absolutely blowing away teams in the Liga. And then Atletico Madrid went and bought him, and then Barca got him eventually as well. So we're currently negotiating for the Norwegian international Erling Haaland, 20 years of age, from Dortmund. He's going to be a squad rotational player, but I'm going to play him in the first team. A 5-year contract. He is one of the best strikers you can get, youngster-wise, in the career mode. Like, honestly, the perfect replacement would be Marcus Rashford, but I wanted to mix things up, and I also wanted to, of course, sort of show some homage to the Dortmund fans who voted a lot on that previous poll. For £37 million, I think it's an absolute bargain. Paul Pogba's going to be joining us, as well as Arthur's going to be sold, and of course Busquets is still at the club. There's a lot of dead wood at this Barcelona squad, I'm not going to lie. However, they basically haven't got rid of the squad. They've kept the dead wood, but they've rebalanced the squad quite a bit. And have also signed Klosterman for about £40 million, £43 million to be exact. So what a career trajectory he has had. Rasenball Leipzig, obviously United, and now Barcelona. Paul Pogba's come down to the Camp Nou. And we are, of course, using the Realism mod as well. We're using the Barcelona Fantasy kit as well, which looks fantastic. I'm not too sure about, I like the bottom of it, but I think the kit is not too bad, if I do say so myself. So Klosterman is going to be our main right back, as Roberto is aging, and I don't think Simeone is up to task. I could have gone, like, ideally you would probably want to go for like a Wan-Bissaka, but Klosterman is not getting guaranteed first game time, 85 rated. There's probably not many more out on the market. I wanted to bring him back. I've coached him before, I know how good he is, and same with Paul Pogba. I think that's a really good steal. £60 million for Paul, he's evaluated at 70. He's going to be 29 soon as well. But we've also signed Erling Haaland for £40 or so million. He's going to be replacing Luis Suarez, as we do have Martial on the shortlist. He's 86 overall, valuated at £60 million. 6'4", he's an absolute Scandinavian Viking giant. Chelsea have launched a huge bid for Coutinho there. Arsenal for Busquets, Jordi Alba to Real Madrid. I'm going to decline most of them. Now, if a decent offer comes in for Coutinho, I'm more than happy to listen to stuff. But as a squad rotational player, 85 overall, can play a cam on the left wing. I would only let him go for around about 40 to 50 million pounds. I will go back to live commentary in my games, but because we've got so much transfer negotiations, we're loading in seasons, I just thought I'd go. Usually when I do these videos, I go post commentary on the transfers, just because it's easier, because I spend a lot of time going on transfers. This is probably like an hour's worth of loading and transfer negotiations, and then we'll go back to live comms. Okay, guys, defenders to watch in 2021, eh? It's my entire United backline, which is quite funny. I don't particularly think I need any of them, but if any of them do get transfer listed, we could pick them up in January. Okay, guys, welcome to the first match of my Barcelona career series. We have a huge match. Atletico Madrid first up. Fabian's joined Bayern. Icardi's joined Villarreal, which is awesome. And this is the squad I'm going to be playing with. 4-3-3 holding FC Barcelona's default. We have Griezmann on the left. Haaland up top. Messi on the right. De Bruyne, De Jong and Pogba in the three-man midfield. Klosterman, Koulibaly, Laporte, ter Stegen, and Firpo. Suarez, Fati, and Dembele, Coutinho, Verratti are going to be on the substitutions. Arthur's going to be phased out. I love PK, but Busquets, but we're in Season 3. They should have been moved on so long ago. But backline-wise, we've got really nice squad depth. And transfers-wise, let me know in the comments players you would like me to sign. Should we go after Neymar? Should we go after Anthony Martial? Give him a second chance. Traore's gone to Lyon. Jones has gone to Leipzig. Shaqiri's gone to Ajax. And, yeah, you might as well going to pause and have a look at that. But this is a real test. Atletico finished in third last time. And every single La Liga club has one of these new, unique fantasy kits and sponsors. So let's get stuck into Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid in La Liga. We're playing at the Camp Nou, the custom stadium, on ultimate difficulty. It's a nice, clean day. So now that we've moved down to Spain, I'm curious to see if there's sort of nice and less rainy and snowy, drizzly weather, I guess. But this is a real test. Obviously, in La Liga, losses are considered draws in this. We have to go out and try and win. We only drew 3 under the last manager and lost none. So, look, as long as we make top 3, I'm personally happy. I really want to try and win a Champions League with Barcelona. I'm not really too interested in the Copa del Rey, and we're also not in the Copa de España, of course. But we are using the custom Camp Nou settlement, although it's called the El Liberator there. But this is the Camp Nou Stadium. This is close as what we're probably going to get. I'm curious to see how Messi performs on the right-hand side, as he's, 33, 34 now. His pace has been absolutely destroyed. And Griezmann, I prefer to play him as a striker. So let's have a look at rather than off the left. So let's have a look at Atletico Madrid's squad. Oblak in goal, Trippier, Hermanos, Savage, a 4-2-2, which is interesting. Saul, Koke, Heung-min Son on the left. Okay. Diego Costa and João Felix. I'm also curious to see our Champions League group tie. But Barcelona are underway here for the first time in the career series. Come on, Barcelona. Hopefully I can bring them back to Champions League glory. Pogba now. Couldn't quite get the interception off. And Atletico straight up on the break at home. We need to win this home game, but I've still got to learn and sort of figure out this team. Ball in. Firpo at the back post. Koke with the scissor kick. And we're 1-0 down. What a frustrating start. Just before the 7th minute there. It's Koke for Atletico Madrid to score the first away goal at the Camp Nou. Firpo with the ball in, couldn't quite clear it enough. Pogba potentially not tracking his man. And Laporte and Koulibaly discombobulated at the back. Ter Stegen didn't make a good enough stake. And Diego Simeone, you fool. Although he wears really slick black suits, I got to give that to him. But far out, man. We can't be letting that in. But please do take into consideration that I'm still learning this side. A lot of Man City players as well, but it hasn't been rebuilt too badly, if I'm being honest. Messi now on the inside to Haaland. Look how big he is compared to Messi. Trying to find Messi on the inside, and it wasn't to be. But let me know feedback and suggestions for the series. Players you would like me to sign. Should I start up a youth academy? How many seasons should I do? It just sort of depends on how well we do. Overall, this team, I don't think it's as good, maybe goalkeeper-wise. Oh, Pogba, I'm getting carried away here, as the United team. But, yeah, I want to do at least one season with Barcelona. Depending on how successful we are, we could do a second. Or maybe we could sort of go and do a bit of a run, a career series. But also, guys, in the comments, if people ask, oh, what season is this? Just let them know this is a continuation from the United career, because some people get confused seeing how low rated Messi is, and some of them are a lot higher. And Atletico are really beating me off the ball here. So first initial impressions, I'm very unsure about this formation because it actually spreads my two centre backs quite thin. Maybe I need to narrow it a bit But I kind of like the 4-3-3 attack. But we'll try play passing tiki-taka football for this first match. I know it's going to be kind of controversial, but I'm still getting used to the team and formation. João Felix there puts it to Diego Costa. Diego Costa shoots, gets the shot blocked. De Bruyne, Pogba trying to bring it out from the back. I think that my best three-man midfield is Pogba, De Jong, and De Bruyne. Ball in now. And as Paul Pogba used to play left central midfield for me, probably going back into the DM, being a little bit more defensive, but being able to launch those long diagonal passes as he gets into his later career. Good job, Klosterman. And good clearance as well. That's some English football there for you down in Spain. I like to see. If in doubt, clear it out. We've still got the likes of Verratti. I want to move on Arthur because I feel it's sort of unrealistic. Pjanic, of course. I just don't know if we particularly... Oh, it's Heung-min Son, man. We're 2-0 down to Atletico. Oh, we can't lose our unbeaten streak under the new manager. Why all these goals volleys? Why aren't we just dealing with this aerially? It's Atletico to make it 2-0. I would actually love to see Heung-min Son down in Spain. Like if he signed for a really big club like Atletico Barca or Real, I think it would be so cool for his career. But we're 2-0 down, man. Oh, I just don't know about this formation. We'll try build it up from the back, do some nice intricate passes, get that tiki-taka and juices flowing. Junior Firpop, I'm really quite happy about him. I think he's probably going to be loaned out in real life. But as he's 84 rated, Jordi Alba is going down in stats massively as well. He's only 85 now. Firpo is going to be coming into the first team. Fatty as well, 83 rated. Oh, Haaland, can't quite cut back. A little bit less agile than Suarez, a lot bigger, so we do have that aerial ball in. But we'll see how we go. We might have to deploy the 4-3-3 attack, have De Bruyne as the focal point. Haaland here breaks away on the left. It's Erling Haaland to make it 2-1 just before the 42nd minute there. It's Haaland with a great goal to score his first goal for FC Barcelona. Come on, the Catalans. Oblak is his clean sheet as oh, good ball there from De Bruyne though. Is shattered. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like De Bruyne is sitting too deep. I think I need to go with the aggressive, the press and harry that I tend to do. Hit teams on the break, but try and press as much as I can. I'd like to do it as much as Klopp, but on this difficulty, I don't know if it's overly possible because you lose possession and you just get contested quite a lot. 2-1, so a lot of stuff to think about in this first match. So already just feeling out this team. Haaland is great. He's not as mobile as I sort of would have liked, but he's got crazy finishing. He's got crazy pace and strength. Maybe if he's a little bit more agile, I'd like that. Griezmann off the left actually isn't surprisingly too bad, but you kind of want to play him as a bit of a poacher up front. But on the left-hand side, although he's not as quick, because I like to have rapidly fast. Like I'm going from the perspective of having Oyarzabal, Sancho, Rashford as my front three. So they're rapid. I could have gone for Rashford, but I just feel like, oh, what is this, man? We're 3-1 down. How am I going to save Barcelona if I can't even beat Atletico Madrid? What was this? This was shambolic. How was Ter Stegen let that one in? Koulibaly is getting a little bit old, but surely that's like a perfect backline in FIFA. Oh, what? So the punch came in, the clearance misplayed, and then they collided. I feel like we're getting some career mode RNG and scripting, and this is ridiculous. Every single time they go forward, they score. Yeah, I think De Bruyne needs to be more of a cam rather than playing off the left centre. I actually don't mind Pogba in the DM because he's quite good at recycling the ball aerially and he's like one of the best and unique midfielders in FIFA. And De Jong, very good shuttler, very good box-to-box player. Defensively, Koulibaly and Laporte, I'm just sort of still learning them. But you'd think like Laporte playing out from the back, the former... Oh, ball in, get it out. The former Man City man under Pep's regime would be really good delivering it out for the back. Oh, they're again through here. And Koulibaly being sort of the... Well, even he played sort of from out the back when he was under Sarri, but I like to sort of deploy him a little bit more a nonsensical fullback. Try and get it out. Like good old Harry Maguire slabhead. But we've still got Longley. We still have Samuel Umtiti, so we can really rotate this squad, which we will probably need to do. We're not going to have as many Premier League matches because we don't have an FA Cup. What a ball to find Messi there. Haaland whips it across the face. It's Messi to chop. I can't really call Messi Ronaldo chopping, can I? It'd be a bit silly doing that, I guess. 3-1 down. Are we about to lose Barcelona's invincible season early on? Far out. The thing is, right, you have to beat Real Madrid and Atletico every time you verse them in La Liga because this could decide, like you don't even know, this could decide our season because the golfing quality is so vast. Oh, nice. Messi shoots, he scores. It's Lionel Messi to make it 2-3 just before the 70th minute. A nice little chop back, held up the ball and rolled it twice with 2 pieces of skill move to burn the Atletico Madrid defense. Although he hasn't got the pace, he's still got the skill, the agility and intelligence, and smashes that one away on his left. Messi scores his first goal. Come on, Barcelona. Okay, we need to do some substitutions in this match because we shouldn't be 3-1 down on the opening day of the season. We'll give Suarez a run, although his age is really a concern for me. We'll bring in Usman and we'll bring on Fati as well, who are definitely going to be able to play a huge part in the season. Look, although the AI scored 30 with Suarez, I feel like his stats have degraded way too much. Well, it's not too bad of a tackle there. Maybe I am underestimating the Uruguayan international. He could be a really good sort of, not a backup player, but sort of contest that striker position because he knows Haaland there is hungry and young. Pogba from range here has to shoot, and he does! It's a huge deflection off Sol there to make it 3-3 from the depths of midfield. Pogba on his Barcelona Catalan Camp Nou debut fires it from deep. They really set off him a bit. 89 rated. I feel like this took a huge deflection. Usman holding up the ball well. The 2 Frenchmen combined. We've got a lot of Frenchmen playing for us. That angle didn't give it much purpose. Yeah, look at this. There's a huge deflection off his chest there. And Oblak should be saving that. That's insane that he's let that one go through. That might have been a bit of a... that looked like what you see at the near post sort of glitch there. But we've brought it back to 3-3. 6 goals in the first match of the Barcelona career. Look, a draw I can salvage with. But being 3-1 down with this team is embarrassing. But I'm still learning the tactics. I'm still learning the team. And this 4-2-2 is actually working quite effectively against me. And Barca might get one last goal here. It's De Bruyne now to find Suarez. Suarez looking to put it over the top to Usman. He puts it on the deck instead. It's Usman Dembele. Back to Suarez. De Bruyne. It's Usman. Dembele cuts back. Who, having a really sort of injury-ridden time at Barcelona after 2 full seasons, he became the club's top goal scorer. So he's actually playing more than Messi. So maybe I need to start Usman. There's a lot of food for thought after this match, and there's a foul there on a Barcelona player. But I'm really quite impressed of how the AI has rebuilt this squad. Like, there's a lot of good players here. Because Barcelona in real life need a huge rebuild. They haven't gotten rid of their dead wood either. Oh, here we go. Bad ball from Pogs. Oh, we had an opportunity there to bring it back to 4-3. And I think that's it. We might get a good header there. Koulibaly, got to be doing better than that. Come on, Koulibaly. Pogba. Last real attempt here. It's KDB. Kevin De Bruyne to find Suarez. And 2 very good tackles there for Atletico. Probably going to fizzle that one out. Enzo Fati. Fati to De Bruyne. Good ball in. It's De Bruyne. It's KDB in the box. KDB holds up the ball well. A nice piece of skill to find Suarez. He's got to shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh! Oh, we could have won it. We could have very well won it. De Bruyne with the last opportunity to whip it into the box. Who's going to come up for it? Laporte. Usman's won it back. João Felix bombs it up. Quickly turn. It's Fati. Oh, couldn't get the opportunity from range. But Barcelona there claw back a draw from a 3-1 result. And look, that's a bit of a taste. That's a bit of a tease of the Barcelona Career Series on Ultimate Difficulty on the Realism mod. Oh, wow. That was such a tight match. And what a huge one to start off the series as well. If we lost that, like, you never know. That could have been the result that lost our La Liga campaign. Oh, you just don't know. Very, very close one for Barcelona. Let's continue on to the next match. Okay, so I've made the decision, like, we can't let that happen again. The 4-3-3 default, the default formations, although I kind of like to roleplay and be realistic, they're just not good enough in FIFA. And we're going to go away from tiki-taka football. We're going to go with the press, the high-octane, the counter-attacking football that I'm known for. I'm not going to try... I tried Pep's system. It doesn't work. So we're going to go 4-3-3 attack. And sometimes the best form of defense is attack, bringing in someone like De Bruyne leading the line. So we're going to fix up some of the numbers as well. Klosterman is going to be my main right back this season. He's a lot higher rated. So here's the squad. Usman is going to come on for Messi because, look, I love Messi. I love Messi so much in real life. But 2 seasons into a career mode, this is probably his third season now. He's just lost so much pace. So I feel like I have to play him centrally, but playing as a quick winger. Seeing Griezmann is already tremendously slow off the left. And we're sort of crowbarring him into the team. Like, ideally, if I had an 88 rated Fati and an 88 rated Usman, I'd probably play them off the left and right because they're quicker. They're more pacey wingers that I like. So, this is the team that I'm going to be going with for the majority of the season. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I've also restructured the defense as well. Like, what I noticed as well, the centre-backs actually spread a little bit with that default formation. They go to the corners of the box. I don't know why. But with my 4-3-3 that I've been playing with United the past couple of seasons, and it's worked wonders both in the Premier League and in European competition. We're coming up against Leganés as well. 4-2-3-1. Don't recognise anyone. A lot of these lower La Liga teams, we just can't afford to get a draw. So 4-3-3. This is the team I'm going with. Erling Haaland up front. We've got Usman Dembele on the right. Griezmann on the left. And we'll rotate Fati. We'll rotate Suarez. And we could very well bring in a striker. Should I stick with Suarez? Should I go for someone like Rashford? I don't know. Or maybe I should go for someone like Martial. Give Martial a second chance. He's had Premier La Liga experience with Real Sociedad. Usman here. Holds up the ball well. Trying to find someone. Usman goes for goal. There wasn't really an opportunity for him to go there. Griezmann's held that up there. Back to... That wasn't good enough. Junior Firpo. Really happy about him. How he's really developed in this career series. He's going to be my main left back. But we'll have De Bruyne leading the line. We'll probably play Pogba a little bit more defensively off the left centre where he played for me and at United. And we'll play De Jong as well. We've still got a very good midfield that we can bring on. Busquets and Verratti. Now, Verratti's a really interesting player because he has some of the best passing acclimates and he's probably a realistic signing for Barcelona in the future. Like, I've seen so much analysis of him being sort of the next Xavi. Haaland here takes a touch. He shoots. He scores. It's 1-0 just before the 16th minute. And Erling Haaland has scored 2 goals in the first 2 matches of the season. What a striker he is being. Off the left, the Norwegian international is oozing with confidence down at Barcelona now. After having 2 full seasons of development at Borussia Dortmund, he is an absolute clinical master finisher on the European stage. Now he's our player because we needed a new striker. I'm surprised they sort of let their strike, like they had Braithwaite or whatever his name is, and Suarez. They didn't actually have like a proper striker up top. Oh, good job, Klosterman. So this Barcelona team was pretty much perfect before I sort of added my own managerial trusted players who I've worked with before. Klosterman, I know he can adapt to leagues quite well. And I know he wasn't getting first team football. I wanted to play more at United, but Wan-Bissaka came on a lot more. He rotated with David Alaba in the second team and whatnot, but he's a very good career mode player, and I knew what his overall potential was as well. So Sergio Roberto is probably going to be moved on, and Simeone is he's actually quite old. Like, you sort of think of him like a Pereira, Ricardo Pereira, like 86 rated. He's not that rated at all. Oh, is that a pen? Good header in there though. But I'm still learning and figuring out this back line. Yeah. Fullback's really happy with. But if Koulibaly or Laporte make too many mistakes, we've got Umtiti and Longley in the wings. Good ball in. Just goes wide of Ter Stegen. And as well, we're playing with a goalkeeper who isn't as tall, can play it out the back better than David De Gea, who was 88 rated, who, I'm not going to lie, we did have some criticism of him as we did in real life in that United career. 88 rated he only ever got to. But I'd love to see if I ever face United, my United I built in the Champions League. It's going to be curious to see how they progress. And as I have poached 2 players of their own, how they're going to perform. But I'll keep an eye on the transfer list. Overall, squad depth-wise, I'm super happy. Oh, no, I've played it out from the back here. No. Oh, good job, Ter Stegen. Far out. Leganés, probably previously promoted. I think they're getting relegated in real life. I don't really follow like the bottom tier of La Liga. Come on, I've got better things to do with my life than look at that. Oh, Haaland here on the break, though. Haaland shoots. He scores with his right. It's 2-0 against Leganés just before the 35th. It's Erling Haaland to score a brace for Barcelona. He's an absolute giant. He's actually taller than Paul Pogba. That's insane. What a phenomenal striker. And Dortmund fans must be loving his career series now, his trajectory. He's carrying Barcelona for his 3rd goal of La Liga. Come on, Haaland. Because we essentially need to replace that 30 goals that was in Luis Suarez. Now that he's been pretty much dropped. I'm surprised at like 32 Suarez is scoring 30 goals. Quite insane. And Leganés are trying to build something out from the back. Junior's going to deal with that one. Firpo quite quickly. De Jong screens it to Pogba. Pogba on the breakaway. So I like Verratti, but he's just not physical enough, is he? And he doesn't have the height. Which the amount of counterattacks you build with Paul Pogba just due to his height and interception is crazy in FIFA. Every time there's a kick out, always spam the ball and try and win it back. I can't even build it up from the back there. And Leganés, every time they've pushed forward, they've done alright. Koulibaly's out of position. Laporte's going to come up. What a ball there. Klosterman's been pushed offside. And Jose can't get the shot away. We've been a little bit complacent at the back here. But I do struggle, like I said, against lower teams. Well, on a overall season when using the United career as sort of a blueprint. Obviously, the sample size isn't big enough just yet because I conceded 3 goals to Atletico. So I'm curious to see how I perform over a full season. Half time now. We've done incredibly well. Haaland scores a brace for Barcelona. 87 rated. Insane. 3 seasons in. De Bruyne and him are going to do well. De Jong feeds it out to Klosterman. Klosterman on the right-hand side holds up the ball well. De Jong turns his man back to Laporte, building it up from the back line. Pogba into left central midfield now. De Bruyne couldn't get the flick on from attacking midfield. De Jong chasing, being the box-to-box midfielder. He got a good deflection there. Oh, and a really good interception after all that. De Jong now holds up the ball well. Klosterman running on the overlapping fullback run. Usman's... Can he keep that one onside? He might have. Oh, come on. You can't let us waste that much time when it's clearly off. VAR. All over the top now. De Jong intercepts well. De Bruyne can't get the follow-up. It's Castro on the inside. And the next fixture on the 29th is against Espanyol. Oh, but Haaland could be away here. Cuts back inside. Trying to wait for the follow-up. Nah, I shouldn't have done that. I got closed down way too quickly. I should have set through Griezmann. I was curious to see his skill moves and how he is, but he's a little bit... The thing is with Haaland, he's got to He's so physical, so tall. He's got a crazy finesse on him. It's his sort of skill and agility which probably lets him down overall. But yeah, let me know in the comments, players you'd like me to sign, feedback and suggestions. Oh, here we go here. Oh, and if you want to see more Barcelona Career Series and ensure daily episodes, make sure to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions for the series. I will be doing daily Barcelona uploads as a replacement for the United series. Usman now gets a nice ball in from the scoop turn. He chops, but Silva intercepts. This second half going forward, we've looked a little bit sort of blunt and toothless. I would have liked to be more clinical in the final third, if I'm being honest. But so far, dropping Messi for Usman, it's given me a lot more width and pace. And like, I like Messi, but he might need to be sort of brought off the bench a lot more, I think. But we'll give him a run for this game now. We'll see how he goes. I could be proven wrong. I'm still learning. I'm still testing out this team. So I'm going to bring on Verratti for Pogs as well. Physically in the midfield, we haven't been dominated too much, and we haven't needed him to intercept the balls aerially. And I want to give Coutinho a bit of a run. Barcelona reject, of course. Ideally, you could play like Neymar off the right. There was a couple of strategies I could have deployed, but I actually don't think... The thing is with the realism mod, like, it's realistic. Is Barcelona ever... Oh, good header in. Whew, Klosterman whipping it in to Haaland. That was a bit of an English sort of ball in. A ball deep there. You don't often see Barcelona whip those type of balls in, but Klosterman and Haaland were in some space. Yeah, the thing is with the realism mod, I'm also using the Barcelona background, the fantasy kits as well. I do recommend the PC version of FIFA because you can get a fantastic modded career series. Verratti now at the edge of the area. It's Verratti! Oh, he's hit the post, man. Should have scored. The little Italian, the former PSG international. Far out, man. But yeah, I just don't know if we could have afforded him because we needed strikers. We didn't actually need a left winger. We've got plenty of them. We've got Fatih, Usman, Messi, and... Oh, I'm doing too much there with Haaland. He's on a hat-trick. I've wasted that opportunity there. And it's a 3-on-3 at the back line here. Leganés get it in here. Got to close this down. It's offside. So Sagan didn't make the save, but it was okay. Laporte to Firpo. Verratti on the inside. De Bruyne turns his man well. De Jong. Haaland to Verratti on the breakaway here. It's Verratti with the cutback. Verratti at the edge of the area. A nice little hocus pocus. It's De Jong. Oh, I couldn't find Haaland there to turn his man and absolutely bury it. And Laporte is easily going to find Klosterman. He finds Messi now. Messi. I don't know, man. I love Messi so much, but go on, Messi. His pace is what worries me. He's got the ball handling. He's still got the shots. But yeah, even like being as a striker, I don't know. I don't know where I can deploy Messi. Like, this is not Barcelona in the first season. This is 3 seasons deep. Maybe they need to move him on. Coutinho here now. I want to give him another chance, like I said, because he's basically a cheaper Neymar off that left-hand side. His Bayern Munich loan ended, and now he's back at the club. But a 3-3 draw against Atletico and a 2-0 draw, a 2-0 win against Leganés. I'm going to take that for the first episode. So unfortunately, guys, it's time to end the first episode of the Barcelona Modded Realism series. Thank you very much for watching. Support the series, and I'll do more daily content. Let me know feedback and suggestions and players you would like me to sign. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're not enjoying the series, feel free to leave a dislike. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days. To get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click subscribe, of course, and the bell to join the notification squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, maybe some PSN and Xbox codes to buy packs for Ultimate Team, or maybe just some games, I really do recommend checking out my affiliation link, G2A. There's some really good prices, so even just going looking around, to be honest. Anyway, the Patreon Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. My name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Mahrez. whips it into the box. Royce! That is just ridiculous with the layup. Marco Royce